This is what Toronto has to deal with today.
Hey y'all! So this week we are doing natural makeup looks from the drugstore. Now, even though I usually go for something that's really colorful and fun, lately I've been leaning more towards natural makeup. So this is the completed look. Now I went through and explained why I like each product and what I was using it for. Well, the first thing I'm going to be using is my L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. It's my favorite primer, and I don't have much left. Okay, so just putting that on all over my face. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Whipped, and I really like this foundation. It's a really interesting texture. Like if I turn this jar upside down, it is not going anywhere. So how I apply this, I just dot this all over my face. And I blend it out with a brush. I'm just using the Sigma F82 round top kabuki. You can use whatever foundation brush you like. So now I'm going to be using my favorite under eye concealer, and this, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I had this for so long, there's not much left and the label even wore off. So anyways, I just take this, just blend it out underneath my eyes. This gives great coverage. It does not settle into fine lines, which is something I really look for in an under eye concealer. For powder, I'm using Rimmel Stay Matte. And this is my favorite drugstore powder. So I'm just taking a baby kabuki brush from EcoTools. I love this brush, it's so cute and soft. So I'm just putting that on all over my face. Bronzer, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in Sundance, another much loved product. I'm just going to be taking an angled brush, Sigma F84. Just going to use this to contour. This blush, I'm going to be using the NYX Blush in Pinched, and this actually really similar to NARS Orgasm. I even like this one a bit better and it's cheaper. These are super pigmented and they blend easily. So I'm just taking a blush brush from EcoTools. I like this because it just gives a nice glow without being too overpowering. Like you don't have to be careful that you're gonna put on too much and look like you got slapped, because that is not cute. Highlighter, this is my new favorite. It is the Hard Candy So Baked Bronzer in Tiki. Even though it says it's a bronzer, it is actually a highlight since it is very light. I'm just taking my Sigma F86 tapered kabuki. Just gonna put this on top of my cheekbones. And this is a very natural highlight. So I really like that. Okay, so that's all for the face now. Brows, I'm using my Maybelline Definer Brow in dark brown. I really like these. They kind of keep my brows in place because it's kind of like a wax, and they have a good shade range. So the first thing I'm going to be putting on my eyes is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is one of the metal ones and it is in Barely Branded. Now if you don't want to spend money on an expensive eye primer, these actually don't need a primer under them. They are really good, they don't crease at all. This is the only really good drugstore cream shadow I've found. So I'm just going to put that on with my finger. gonna put some on the brow bone as well. Makes a great highlight. Now I'm going to be taking a Wet n Wild trio. It is Walking on Eggshells, and this is my favorite trio from Wet n Wild. First color I'm going to be taking is the brow bone color. I'll be using another brush from Eco Tools just to put that on the inner corner. I really like these shadows because they're so soft and they're very pigmented. They're really comparable to like some higher end shadows. And they're super affordable. This trio only cost me like $3. Okay, next color I'm going to be taking is the eyelid color. And this is a shimmery, kind of pinky champagne. I'm going to be packing that on all over my lids. Now I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild Color Icon single, and this is in Nutty. I love this color. It's like a cool toned brown, almost a taupe. And I'm going to be using a fluffy Eco Tools brush. Putting that on my crease. Taking a bit more of that eyelid color from the Walking on Eggshells, I'm going to just go underneath my lower lashes. I'm going to be using a bronze liner from Physicians Formula. I actually like brown liners better than black. I know. I am strange. And I really like these Physicians Formula liners. They really just glide on. They come in a lot of colors. This one I got from a trio that was designed for blue eyes, but you know what? I love the colors in it. So what? I'm going to be setting that liner with the crease color from Walking on Eggshells. I find that if you set your liner, it stays on much better and it does look a lot more intense. I'm going to be using an angled liner brush for this. Mascara, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Lash Blast. I like this because it separates very well, but it still adds a good amount of length and volume. Lip liner, I'm going to be using Rimmel's Exaggerate in East End Snob. It's by far my favorite lip liner. I like how it's kind of slanted here as well. That makes it easier. Oh, and it's retractable, so you don't need to sharpen it. I do like to line and fill in my lips. I find that it makes my lipstick last longer. The only problem with that is I find I go through lip liners a bit more quickly, but that's okay, this one's not expensive. Okay, and last but not least, lipstick. I'm using Revlon's Color Burst, and this one is in Baby Pink. It's just a light pink. And I like these lipsticks. I think they're not drying and they have great color payoff. Revlon lip products in general are really good. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. That's all I've got for you now. I love you, and you'll see me next week. Bye!